Hello fellow booktubers, my name is Lauren, you're watching Dreams Books Courage, and today is Top 5 Wednesday, this one being over the best character arcs. And for those of you who don't know what a character arc is, it is basically the development that a character goes throughout a novel or even throughout a series. So let's go ahead and get into some character arcs. In the 5th place spot we have the character arc of Will Herondale from the Infernal Devices trilogy by Cassandra Clare. And whenever we first meet Will, he is just a reckless character, very irresponsible, and also very rude. And I know that really makes sense because all the people around him really love him, and they can tell that Will really loves them too, but he just tries to keep himself away from people by being rude and mean to them. And he ends up being just an awesome guy within the 3rd novel, but I won't really tell you how that happens. But he definitely does face a lot of emotional turmoil. And the fact that through his character arc he's able to overcome his situations that he's in is just amazing. In the 4th place spot we actually have 2 character arcs from the same novel, and that is Darcy and Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. As you can tell from the title of this novel, there is a lot of pride and prejudice going on. Within Darcy, he has a lot of pride and so he won't stoop to any level. And within Elizabeth Bennet, there is a lot of prejudice. She just instantly becomes biased against Darcy and whatever he's going through. And although this novel is quite short, there's definitely a lot of development within both Darcy and Elizabeth. In the 3rd place spot, we have an amazing character arc, and that is Sydney from the Bloodlines series by Richelle Mead. In this first book of Bloodlines, I didn't really like Sydney that much. Like, she's a pretty cool character, but there isn't really any depth to her. But throughout the series, you realize that there's more than meets the eye when it comes to Sydney. She really has to battle all she's been taught all of her life in order for her to really see even vampires as people, because they are really just like her, just a little bitty bit different. And so she really has to come to terms with her feelings, and she is put through a lot in that process. She has to go through mental and physical torture, and she still ends up being amazing even throughout all of that. Although Sydney seemed weak-willed in the first book, by the last she really seems to be one of the strongest characters that I've ever read. In the 2nd place spot we have Percy Jackson from the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, and also from the Heroes of Olympus series, both by Rick Riordan. And within this first book, Percy is just this little kid, and he has ADD and he is dyslexic, and he keeps getting kicked out of schools. He thinks he's nothing special and below average, and he just has very low self-esteem. But by the last book of the Heroes of Olympus series, he is on the level of famous Greek demigods like Achilles and Hercules, so you can really see how much Percy has grown. And especially if you've read the series, you just know all the things that Percy goes through and how it just all makes him stronger. He's such a resilient character, and that only adds to his development. In the 1st place spot is a book that I've talked about a lot, and that is The Cat Runner by Khaled Hosseini. And this book is all about crazy character development within Amir. He's such a selfish and horrible little boy at the beginning of the story, but he really ends up becoming such a strong character and really fighting for what he believes in and being there for his loved ones. I don't really want to give too much away about the story, but if you want a good character arc, then definitely read this one, because this is the best character arc that I've ever read. It is just amazing how many changes that Amir goes throughout his life. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I just cannot thank you guys enough for bringing me to this point. Down below, I would love to hear what your favorite character arc is. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna go get back to reading.